it's a fine day. I mean, it's very crazy to go on a live at 11:30, which is literally 11:20 p.m. Anyway, this live haven't saw by anyone in this live session and everything. Okay, let me just put this perspective on your minds. I'm going live. I don't even care about who's coming over to this space and then listening to that. I'm going to discuss you with the most important principle that I understand the years before. Okay, first thing is consumer behavior. I just wanted to talk about this a lot. Just having a notepad right now. I'm just writing it down. So it'll be better, much better to have things. Consumer behavior. We'll just try to talk about the consumer behavior. Imagine this. I'm going to give you the perspective, okay? Imagine this way. The brand new iPhone's latest model, which is like it's iPhone 17 or something. In India, you could be able to see that there is a drastic downfall for the earlier version of that iPhone. I just wanted to talk about the iPhone industry. Like, if no one said, no one really outdated and they'd said, no one, even the company itself said, if you have an Apple, you'll be rich. Imagine that you saw one of the people around you, and then they are just like a friends or relatives or colleagues and all of that, and then they are having a brand new iPhone. It's like a 17th version or something like that. And then you will be like, okay, this guy is so rich, he bought a brand new iPhone. But you know what's the data is saying about this? The data says most of the iPhones in India, I'm speaking about India, you know, the foreign countries, the tier 1 countries and all of that. In India especially, 83% of iPhones was bought in a basic monthly installments. Imagine you spend your money on something. Who needs an iPhone? What is more special about iPhone? Except if you are a videographer, you can buy an iPhone. If you are someone who's recording videos professionally, okay, you are going into like concerts, like ceremonies and all of that, extraordinary events and all of that, and then you go on, then you videograph all of that. You can go forward and then record those things, so it needs a better clarity, and then you can go on and buy an iPhone. At the same time, you just have to calculate this in this way. I'll tell you one thing. You go and then buy an iPhone, and then might be costing like $1,200. In India it's even more, like it's literally touching over the price of $1,700 or something like that. I'm not going to consider the pricing ranges and all of that. I'm going to explain you the things right now, so just you have to understand that first. You go and buy that iPhone, let's say this way, like it's like 1.5 lakhs or something, like 1.5 lakhs. Every month, you have to have a specific amount in your bank account that is going to get paid to that mobile phone, okay, to that mobile phone, and then you will be able to understand that the iPhone is literally not an investment. It is a serious problem that people need to understand. It's not a luxury. If you hold an iPhone, doesn't mean that you're a luxury one. A luxury one. Okay, let me put this in this perspective. If you are really luxury, if you are really rich, see that you have this thing that I'm about to tell you right now. If you have this thing, then you are the richest person in this entire world. You can compare yourself to Elon. You can compare yourself to Warren Buffett and everyone. Okay? You can be the best rich person ever in this entire world. If you have your time in your hands, imagine this way: you can wake up at any time you want. It is not like like what do we say, that procrastination, whatever. If you procrastinate yourself and then you're waking up at a later time and then sleeping and then eating and all of that, it doesn't really mean that, okay, I just got out of the topic. If you really have time freedom, the time is in your control. You don't have to you don't have to clock in on jobs. You don't really have to clock in on things. And that is the actual thing which is going to make you feel like the richest person, the wealthiest person in this entire world. That is the most important thing. When it comes to iPhones and the luxurious purchases, I want you guys to understand a very specific thing. That is not a luxury. I am openly saying, I'm challenging all of you. No iPhone is a brand new luxury iPhone. It's not an investment. It's not even a good purchase for me, to be very frank. No one is going to agree with you. If you hold that iPhone, what does that really mean? Okay, I have an iPhone. I have really money to afford this luxurious phone. Okay, yeah, great. What's next? You don't have that much to flex. You literally don't have that much to flex. You have a phone, great. If it was for a good, what do we say? Kind of like a luxury purchase. If it is a luxury purchase, that is the worst thing you can do. It is not a luxury purchase. If it was considered for an investing purposes, if it was like for a videography, as I said to you before, you are a content creator, okay, then that will be the extreme amount of things, extreme amount of value you can do as that as a purchase. Apart from that, it has nothing. People say, okay, come on, Apple really have a good security. What security? Who are you? Are you a multimillionaire? What kind of security are you speaking? You can go on and then WhatsApp, Instagram. You get to see the specific advertisements from the conversation you had with your friend. How would you say that's a privacy? You and me, we get to see the advertisements from Instagram, from Facebook, from Meta, kind of like expressing that, hey, are you looking forward this product? We get to see about, how do you get to see about that? We friends together in the end-to-end encryption, we talked about this. Then how would you get to know about that one? That is the thing which you called privacy. It is not privacy. Apple is not. Apple is privacy. Who needs that privacy? That's the thing. You're not a multi-millionaire. You're not a billionaire. Do you really have that much accounts to handle that is having thousands of dollars and all of that? You don't really have a single bank account which is having more than $20,000 in that. That's the most important thing. You can be like anyone. Just understand this. This is the perspective. You need to change that idea. What is a good purchase? Imagine the same 1.5 lakhs go into that. I have got into that specific things and all of that. Let's forget that about it. If it is a good purchase, imagine this way. You can go on to ChatGPT, you can go on to Meta, you can go on to Google Gemini, any AI models you wish for. But the best one is ChatGPT. 100%, 1000%. Anyway, if you go on to AI models and then, hey, I have this money and then I just wanted to purchase something. Anything. It can be anything. No problem. Okay? I'm going to make this as a purchase and as an investment. I have to spend this money on something that is going to effectively give me money in the next month itself. You can go on, buy a domain, create a website, start drop shipping, e-commerce store. Everything is a good investment. If you go on and then buy the luxurious one, it needs to have something, some sort of a value towards that product. That is the most important thing. If you consider yourself thinking that if I bought an iPhone, I'm the richest one in the circle, everyone is going to watch me. Oh, what? What are you going to do with that watching? Imagine you made that money. It is like an EMI. It's like a monthly installment option. How would you consider that as a purchase? It's not even completed. That's the thing. That's the whole matter. If you can come towards me and then ask me the same thing, hey bro, if I gave you $1,000, how would you invest that money? That's very simple. Put a $200 into, what is that, S&P 500? I don't even know. In India, it's like a Nifty or something like that. I don't know exactly. What's the stock market thing? Who cares about that? First, we have to make money first. If you give me that money, I will do some form of investments. With the help of AI, you can build a tool, you can build softwares, you can build a local shop, and then you can just go on and then have nice clothes and invest in yourself. That's the whole point that I'm trying to say. Invest in yourself. What kind of investments I can make? Bro, you have everything. Don't literally settle down. You have this whole world. Create a content, post it, go on, help people, vendors to create websites and then sell the products to them, get the money, get the money and then put that into bank and then get the deposits and made into some other form of investments, buy crypto. It's literally illegal in India to buy crypto. That we're going to talk about that later on in some video sessions and all of that. I want to make this to be very, very frank. You're not going to understand the value of a purchase if you don't really have the value of the money. If it was really a hard-earned money, you shouldn't spend it on an iPhone. You don't even have money. If you really have $1 million, you can consider to buy an iPhone. Quicker, very, very faster. If you have 200K in your bank account, if you have 300K in your bank account, you can consider to buy a brand new iPhone. You can flex that, you can create a video about that, you can post that on YouTube, you can make $100 from that, and then you can... This is literally how it is. Imagine if I waited for an iPhone to record a video. That is the worst case scenario that I could possibly expect. It has nothing to do with the purchases. And the best form of investments is something investing on yourself. Any sort of investments, like a good clothes, good perfumes, like a good PC, good mobile phones, good editing setups and all of that, good microphones, good mobile phones, good, any form of investments, any sort of investments that is going to upgrade your work, not just like a drowning your work. Let me just comb my hair first. Okay, anyway, let's come back to the topic. So the best form of investments is investing in yourself, investing in your good knowledges, investing in your time and then energy and all of that into something which people are going to consider. Okay, oh that's great. So that's a form of investments that I wanted to talk. Don't just invest. You don't really have to invest your money into luxury products to showcase yourself as a luxury one. You don't want a luxury one. You're not even a millionaire. You're not even having $100,000 in your bank account. If it was having that, you don't even have time to watch these kind of live streams. Anyway, if you get a value from that, that's fantastic. That's what I exactly wanted to. So that's it. I'm not really considering exaggerating this value. Every day we're gonna post videos. If you really like that, boom, very good. I'm really happy because if you get some values out of my mind, these are the things that I used to, kind of like learning in my free time. That is what I'm sharing in this YouTube. It has nothing to do with that. If you get the value, good luck, have fun, make money, invest that money. Please, when you get the paycheck, when you get the money from anyone, with the service or product or you sell, quickly invest that money into excuse me, some sort of investments onto yourself, which literally means investing in yourself. Investing in yourself means investing in a good books, good quality things. Imagine that you are a logo designer. You could literally put that money into a good software like a Canva Pro, things like that. So that's the best form of investments. Anyway, good luck, everyone. Have fun, create value. Next video is going to be insane. What is really business is, because we already uploaded a video called the business game. Is that welcome to business game part 1. So this live stream is to explain you're not a luxury person if you have an iPhone. You're not a luxury person if you have a brand new crocodile handbag. You're not a luxury person. Please don't consider yourself that. Just get out of that mind first. Please get out of that mind. You're not a luxury person. Okay? If you really are a luxury person, I want you to accept that fate. Okay, I'm not really rich. Wait a minute. What's that? Whatever. You're not a luxury person. Who is a luxury person is? Person who's having their own time. They can make $1,000 every week, which is literally $4,000 at the end of the month. And then they can literally work for 3 hours, sleep, eat, and then do meditation, do exercises, and then they are thinking about going for some other business meets, paying for a creator, paying for a mentor. That is the best form of things. So anyway guys, thank you so much. If you have got into this much, like 12 minutes, 30 minutes it's going to be. Anyway, thank you so much. Have fun. Good luck. Do your best. How to end this? How am I going to end this video?